Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us here on Will You Testify. Look, we always have something. It's always God always doing something. We always got something to say about what the Lord is doing. And look, we don't have to wait until Sunday morning at testimony service. We can testify today. And so I have my special guest. I know her as Miss Tia.
Yeah.
So I want to. You can tell us a little bit about you, but I want to introduce her. She has really quick. I seen her on social media, and she said she made a statement, and she said went from darkness into light, and I need to testify. And I'm like, oh yeah. I need to call her because
Yeah.
she needs to come on the Will You Testify show. She's the perfect person. So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about you, Tia.
Well, girl, I got 3 kids.
Yes.
I work hard to take care of them. They grown now though.
Yeah, praise the
So,
Lord.
um, you know, um, I work now at Remington College. As their campus coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I take time out to speak with young girls about teenage pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I also mentor girls at my church
Mm-hmm.
every Wednesday. About the same thing.
Praise the Lord.
The big thing to, help young girls. But then now I'm just all around a mother. That's it. That's who I am.
Okay. Listen, so you mentioned teenage pregnancy. How old were you when you had your first child?
15.
15. Okay. Okay. And okay, so going with that, let's start from the beginning because we can't really get nowhere without what's your
Yeah.
upbringing? Like what tell us a little bit about, you being brought up or, like just what your childhood.
Actually, with my childhood, I was raised by my mom and my grandma, and
Mhm.
we moved from our house or whatever, and I kind of had to grow up fast. My mom worked all the time, and I would wake up and she leave notes for me and money. Hey, go and pay this. Go and get this from the grocery store. Go and So it was good to know those things because that helped me as a mother. But
Mhm.
things just went fast for me because I
Right,
got pregnant at 14. So
right, right.
that's kind of how it was. It was tough,
Yeah.
being pregnant young, kind of living house to house,
Mm-hmm.
not knowing where me and my son gonna go.
Mm.
It was it, man. When I tell you that was tough,
Yes.
hard, but I go back and think now, and I'm thankful for it.
Yes. So let me ask you this. So you said you got pregnant at 14. You had your baby by 15.
Hmm.
But you were already like learning how to take care of business and take care of the household and things like that. So would you say because I was telling you before we went live, I remember you by being just always working. Like I would go here and you work there, at a chef. I think it was at a gas station. Like you was there for a long time, And
Yeah,
every time I seen you, you were working. I was like, I remember one time, I'm like, girl, do you go home? You
yeah,
know. And you like, I'm the manager. You always working. And I remember even you, me seeing you, and I'm thinking she looked tired. She looked tired because you worked so
yeah.
much. So tell us a little bit about that. Like what was going on during that time? Like,
Um, so at a point, I was homeless with my son.
okay.
So, and I wasn't in school.
Mm-hmm.
But I got myself back in school. That's how I finished that quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Once I turned 18, I got an apartment, and I worked so hard for the simple fact I didn't want to be in that place again.
Right.
I didn't want to be in a situation to where I'm asking people, can I come stay with them, or
Right.
not knowing how, I'm gonna feed the kids or something. So once I just was working, I was working.
Yeah.
It was like one job wasn't enough, two jobs wasn't enough. I ended up with three jobs one time for about 3-4 years.
Wow.
I was working myself down, honestly,
Wow.
hiring, and also, still trying to be there for the kids. And
Mm.
I mean, like
Yeah.
it was tough, but the kids were okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was tired, but they had everything they needed. They didn't want
Mm,
nothing, and that was my goal. That was the
yeah,
I worked myself down, you know.
yeah,
And it's so funny that you say that because everybody, when they see me, they be like, "Girl, everywhere I went, it seemed like you worked there," you know, in Oak Cliff. So, but yeah, Texaco.
yes.
I worked there
Texaco.
12
Mm-hmm.
years, and
Wow,
helped build my foundation as well.
wow,
Like
wow.
a lot of people would tell me, girl, you got to get you a different job, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna stay right here, good
Yes.
with this. And I actually met different people who
Mm-hmm.
seen me work so hard and be there so long
Mm-hmm.
that, motivated me and got me a better job,
Wow,
So,
wow, wow. That's a blessing. To
yeah.
God be the glory. Okay, so that goes to my question. What tell us about your background? Like, did you come from a church background, or are you not spiritual? Like what? Okay. So how long have you been in church? Like what's your background when it comes to your relationship with God? Let's talk about that.
So I have a great relationship with God.
Beautiful.
Of
Beautiful.
course, got to keep that. Always speaks with me all the time, but.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we had to go to church all the time. Even though I used to get in trouble in church, find
Mm-hmm.
things. But my
Yeah.
mom made sure we was there. You couldn't come to
Yes.
my granny house if you wasn't getting up going to church Sunday.
Wow. Okay.
So I do come from that background. Kind of stopped for a very long time once we moved out of my grandma's house.
Mm-hmm.
But as like I got older, I kind of got back in there with my kids when I only had two. At
Mm-hmm.
I got back into church and everything. It's actually the church I got married at.
Mm-hmm.
But kind of when I was going through a lot of that changes within my marriage with my husband, I steered away from it. Um,
Okay.
it was hard, it was even hard to continue to work.
You said you steered away from church or you steered away from God or both?
No, church, going
Okay.
to church, but no, never God. I always had my conversations. Girl, I wouldn't have made it.
Okay.
Wouldn't have made it. What
Okay.
not the relationship with him. Oh
Yeah.
no, but just physically going to
Going
church.
to the church. Yeah. Okay. And so let's go. I guess we can lead up because we was still childhood and growing up. Let's lead up. So you were married. And how long were you married?
I was married 11 years.
Wow.
In that 11 years, we were together 6 years of it. 6 years of that 11-year marriage.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So 6 years. You were married 11 years, but together six.
Yeah, well, I've been with him since high school, but we were
Okay.
during our marriage.
Right. 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 So let's talk a little bit about that because I know that you said that there was like, domestic violence, so like abuse and just maybe mental abuse. I don't know your story. What exactly was your situation? Because I was in a relationship from 16 years old, up to like 20, 30 years old, and it was toxic, it was draining, it was dysfunctional, it was emotionally. So what's your story with being in that relationship, and how did it bring you up to where you are now?
So it was mental abuse, it was physical abuse as well. I was the only one working.
Mm,
So I would, try to help him get jobs, talk to him about working, and seem like that would make arguments just with speaking on that. But yeah, he would use all type of words.
mm-hmm. Well, so you were saying like to tear you down, like to bring you
Yes,
down.
me down. Yeah,
Yeah.
it got to the point, I never miss work. But I would call in and, stop working at this one job. It was just, I mean, it really drained me. It was,
Mm.
but it started to take effect on my kids. So,
Yeah. Let me ask you this before we go on. What would you say to a woman that's watching, that's in a relationship with a man that he don't want to work, he don't want to help with the kids, or he don't want, like, he's turned down, he not building up, he not being the man of the house. He's not leading the household. What would you say to that woman right now? If you just speak life into a woman that's dealing with what you deal with.
Mm-hmm. To get through that, stay focused on yourself and your kids. The more you start loving on yourself and your kids, then they will get to a point to remove that. You know, it's something bad for you. It will hold you back, and once you release yourself from that issue, you would see so much great things coming to you. But if you just couldn't leave that man, I say stay. If you're staying, focus on yourself and your kids and your goals, and eventually that dead weight will drop off.
Amen. That's the truth. Amen. So, leading up to now, like a little bit, going into now, you're out of that relationship that was draining you and that was dysfunctional and that was, toxic.
Mm-hmm.
And so where you are now, because you got a glow, a shine, a smile, like you just got it all going on. So let's talk about where you are right now.
I'm in a good place.
That's good.
My kids are so big, they happy, they can take themselves, they can help me.
Yes.
We don't live in the same place.
Yeah.
I don't have to struggle or worry anymore or worry about anybody bringing me down,
Yes.
a 13-year-old. Nah.
Look,
But,
I understand.
I'm proud of my kids.
Yes.
I never knew how they would turn out through that I've been through. So they are my glow.
Yes.
Heard things and doing things, and yeah, that really makes me happy.
Wow. So like I've seen you, you do a lot of dancing.
Yeah.
You do a lot of dance. And I know, a lot of times when people can't dance because they be bound. You know what I'm saying? You can't dance, you can't smile, you depressed, you dance, But I've seen you dance your way out. Go ahead, talk.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Dancing helps me. Girl,
Yeah.
prayer too, yeah, but I'm saying when I'm dancing, it just makes me feel good. So
Yeah.
that you speak on that, I had joined a dance team years ago. It
Okay.
was a dance team, Curvy Elite.
Uh-huh.
I'm still a part of that, but right now we on a little break. But
Yeah.
I had seen it on Facebook years ago. It was like I was just right getting out of that marriage and to do something for me other than working.
Yeah, right.
And because I've always just would dance around the house and stuff.
Yeah.
I joined that team because they was like, it's just positive for women, outside
Right.
working and being a mom.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, I got into it. I just love it. I don't care some music playing. I'm a dance.
I know.
It just, I don't know. It lights me up. I can't even explain it. But, when people tell me, do what makes you happy. I'm
Yeah.
like, if I dance all the time, that make me happy, but I can't pay the bills dancing out. But it does. It does.
Yes.
It really does.
But I have seen you go from, from a long time ago dancing. I see you. I'm like, look at her. Then, to see you now, you moving more freely. Like, you just a dancing machine. I said, okay. So what about, do you do praise dancing? Have you done any?
No, I did it when I was a little girl. I did.
Okay.
But, I do it in the house. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Miss Girl be swinging these arms and twirling and all of that. But
I see you. Look, to God be He deserves it. So listen, I have seen you go from, you were speaking about the dark place to your light, like you shining brighter. You looking vibrant. You know what I'm saying? And it's interesting because it's like you have you starting to look younger. As you gotten older. I'm like, what is that word?
Yes, because let me tell you, I was talking to my friend like a couple of days ago, and I had an old picture of me when I was with my husband.
Okay.
I'm posing in this picture. I'm thinking I'm cute. Got look wore out.
Oh my God.
I was just like, really?
Wow.
But I do, and I see that, and it makes me feel good to see it because I was like, girl, you looking good,
Girl, yeah.
I'm really proud of myself
To
though.
God be all the glory. God is so very good. And even if we not just spending the time like, just, like praying or fasting or, if we're just, the Bible says that to love your neighbor as you love yourself. So you can't love nobody if you don't love yourself. If
Yeah.
you don't spend time with yourself, if you don't cultivate whatever it is that's on the inside of you
Mm-hmm.
that is that brings out the light in you, you can't love your kids. You know what I'm saying? So just
Yep.
the fact that you took the time to love yourself
And I get right into nothing else. See?
and not get right
Yeah.
into to nothing else, that is like you that's everything. People, a lot of women miss that. A lot of women miss that opportunity to get themselves together and then,
Yeah.
so I am so grateful. Do you have anything specific you want to share, like I said, to teenage women, single women, that you want to pour into just the women, right now?
I'm just gonna say, I mean, the main thing is really love yourself. Find
Mhm.
like to do that really brightens your day, that that just lift your spirit. I mean, down the pain, I mean, some creative, wherever you're creative, just put a lot into that, and that helps you love yourself even more.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Well, do you have anything like any place you'll be speaking? Because I literally hear and see speaking in you, like you like speaking to, like you say, you speak to children, like you grabbing a mic and you literally speaking life into women, young girls, teenagers. Like I can see that all over you.
Because I mean, from just my teenage years of, I just feel like my life has done a whole complete 360. I thank God for it, and I thank myself for it.
Yes.
From coming from not feeling so good about myself, just doing anything, wearing whatever, it just didn't matter, to going through that marriage. It's like, okay, you're tired, you don't want to work all the time like this.
Yes.
What do you have for yourself other than just these kids, making sure they eat and have clothes, and those are important things, but let me tell you,
Yes.
still gotta have something for you. I
Yes.
important
Mm-hmm.
to just get out. Girl, I would go out by the lake. I'm talking about dance, listen to music in my headsets. I know people were looking like, this woman, what is she doing?
Wow.
Me.
She getting
Doing
free.
that.
She getting free. That's what she doing. Listen. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's very important, dog. I
Mm-hmm.
set in our mind, the kids, the kids, the kids, the kids, the kids, man. You gotta put yourself first. You
And look, the kids gonna flow right on with you.
mm-hmm.
They gonna flow right on with you. That is such. I'm talking about. It's such a blessing to actually see. To see you. Like I seen with, like, I seen with my own eyes what you're saying. Like it actually work out for your good. Everything work out for your good. You was concerned about the kids. I know your son. He's in the army, in the
Mm-hmm.
military. Like God worked it all out for your good.
Yes, because I'm telling you, from the upbringing, I was like, oh, I hope these kids be all right. I don't want to have to kill one of them, and or one of my sons be in jail or out here selling drugs, just anything, But I mean, they done so good. Like, I, I, I just think about, like, I was a kid raising
Yeah.
them, and look at them, you know.
God, girl,
And
that's a
sometimes,
blessing. Like you said, between you and God,
yeah,
between you and God, you
oh,
showed them determination. You showed them hard work. You showed them how to stay strong. You showed. I mean,
and
they look like they sweet kids.
yes, they are very respectful, but I can say, and I hold my hands up, and I thank God for, I only work one job, girl.
Ha! Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
Oh, I said, baby, because that I really was. I didn't really realize how I was working myself down, but I was taking care of my babies.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. But that's good. It's such a blessing. I'm telling you, it's so good to see you. And it's not, I mean, I'm not the only person that noticed. You know what I'm saying? People notice, and it's such a blessing to see you, your smile. You
yeah,
didn't, like I told you, you didn't, like, I don't know what you done did with the time thing because you looking younger. Like school us on that. Like, girl, I need to start dancing. Like, what is going on?
what I mean, seriously, something that makes you truly happy.
Happy.
I didn't
Amen.
know it was dancing. I had
Yes.
food, but
Yes.
mhm.
Listen,
I'm telling you, my friends were like, "Ooh, you the most dancingest thing I've ever seen." I was like, "So,
that's a test, baby. It's a testimony connected to that dance.
yeah,
Trust.
it is.
It is. So I am so glad that we was able to have this time to talk. I am so very excited for your future.
Yeah,
Any speaking engagements that I hear about that's pointing to children and women and just breaking free, I guarantee you I'm gonna share your name. I'm giving your name.
yeah,
Yeah, because you are a true testament of deliverance, of freedom, breakthrough, just all things amazing.
yeah,
You truly are an example of that. And I am so happy for you. I'm
yeah.
so happy for your future, girl.
Love to talk, so they can always come to me.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? So I'm gonna tag her in this. If you need to talk, if you need some encouragement, anything pertaining to what we talked about today, you can reach out to Tia, and I'm sure she will be happy, grateful to help you.
Yes,
Okay.
at any time.
Okay. You have anything else you want to share?
No, that's it.
Okay. Well, you enjoy the rest of your day. I'm gonna
You
go ahead.
too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, y'all. I'm so happy she joined me. Listen, God is so amazing. You never know what He doing in your life. You never know how He's doing it in your life. And so I was actually at the prayer mountain today, and she was like, "Hey, I'm ready to testify. Look, I ain't got no lashes on, none of that. I ain't even worried about it. As long as God get the glory out of these." So till you continue to be amazing, you continue to shine your light in darkness. And I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. I love y'all.